Star Wars films are basically silent movies, and they're designed as silent movies. Therefore, the music has a very large role in carrying the story, more than it would in a normal movie. Most movies, the story is carried by the dialogue. Star Wars films, the music carries the story. So that the music is extremely important, just as it would be in a silent movie. That connective tissue of how you get there's a lot of very quick transitions in Star Wars. You're moving from scene to scene and scene. It moves very fast. And without that music there to smooth it out and take you from point A to point B in a sort of elegant way, it becomes very jerky and confused, and the story doesn't work very well. The film doesn't work very well.
It does feel, for me, writing the music to Star Wars, that it's one entity, that it's one body, and that I'm adding parts to it every time, and that there is a continuity there in musical terms that is, as far as I know, in film, unique. And it's an opportunity that George has given, probably unwittingly, I mean, initially, on his part, and certainly and unknowingly on my part. But in retrospect, we can look back and see now that we have this collection of themes and melodies and marches and battle hymns and all this of all kinds, weddings, funerals, everything you can think of that belong to this canon now of musical work, which I have to say I get a big kick out of looking at it now, and especially due to the fact that in the beginning, at least in my mind, it wasn't planned out that way. Well, there's so many parts of working on Star Wars that are fun. I think always for a composer, the moment you stand in front of the orchestra and begin to conduct the music and hear it for the first time is the moment of greatest exhilaration for me as a musician. That will rival even the opening night of the film when all the people come in dressed and see a lovely film all finished by George. But for me personally, that first downbeat and hearing the orchestra begin, that's a big high and a great moment always for me personally.
Don't be alarmed. It's only a laser sword fight. Don't be scared. It's only the Death Star destroying another world. Relax. It's only a movie, and it's all for fun. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. Don't be alarmed. It's only the death breath of the Dark Lord. Don't be scared. It's only an Imperial cruiser making the jump to light speed. Relax. It's only a movie, and it's all for fun. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested. There is nothing new under the sun, but under the small green fourth moon of Yavin, there is quite a different story. Director George Lucas and 20th Century Fox present Star Wars. Luke Skywalker is on a daring mission to rescue a beautiful princess, and all he needs is a little help from his friends. Han Solo, space pirate, and Chewie, his giant Wookiee, C-3PO, human relations cyborg, and his counterpart R2-D2, and the mysterious Jedi Knight. Never before in the history of movies has so much time and technology been spent just for fun. Star Wars. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
Get Star Wars posters at Burger Chef.
R2-D2, hurry up.
That's right. 4 posters featuring the stars of Star Wars are at Burger Chef.
We'd like a Star Wars poster, please. R2, it's our lucky day. It's us.
Just buy a large serving of Coca-Cola for 49 cents at participating burger chefs, and a Star Wars poster is yours to control. There are 4 spectacular full-color Star Wars posters in all, so start your collection today.
R2, I think we'd better leave.
Star Wars posters, only at burger chefs while supplies.
Okay, this is my third take of this Bossk review, and I've changed the memory card. So this is a 4GB memory card, so it should do better. Still got some footage on it, but okay. So you've got Bossk here on the 2010 Saga collection card. I finally got him, so 2 years late, but still on sale at the Entertainer for £6 now. So they're selling off all their Saga line legend cards for £6. Still pretty expensive. If you compare that to US prices, that's still about $10. So great figure though. I had to get this one. Don't know why I didn't pick it up in 2010. So got a great detail on this figure. Nice image at the top of the card. Looks great, this card, blue and orange. And you can really see the detail of this figure, how amazing it is. Originally came out in 2007 I think, and it was on a sort of Saga ESB sort of vintage style card, and just a definitive figure, this Bossk. Can't really improve on this. Detailing on the costume, look at those plugs on the legs, they're just amazing. All that sort of stuff, thing hanging around his neck just looks amazing. The detailing on the skin, the tones used, sort of browns and greens, makes it look really reptilian. Bossk, and the red bloodshot eye, the teeth detail, the open mouth, the arms, the scales on the feet. Can't really show them, but they are really good. And it's an amazing figure. Highly recommend this one. I think most of you've got this one. So it's the Bossk. Great picture there from Empire Strikes Back. And you know, so there's the back front of the card. Let's look at the back of the card. So the back of the card shows Bossk there on board the Executor, and then you've got a picture of Bossk, the action figure there, and it says Bossk is a bounty hunter hired to track down the Millennium Falcon. The transition meets with the Lord Vader and is given the task of capturing the rebel ship. The reptilian humanoid is an efficient and ruthless hunter. His personal goal is to capture Chewbacca, and then you've got the other figures in the range, the Hasbro, blah blah, and then how to play the battle game. So that's the back of the card, and then we'll have one more look at the front of the card. So you've got Bossk there, brilliant figure, and what a figure there, picture there, great figure, highly recommend this one. So great bounty hunter, Bossk the bounty hunter, excellent figure.